I'm excited to be here today, and we're doing this section about creativity and using it in your business, which is something that is really interesting to me and I think will be really useful for people to hear about.
Me too. Do it all
Okay.
day. We talk about this all day long. So I'm really glad to have a chance to talk with the world at large about it.
Yeah. So I'm going to start with a misperception. A lot of creatives think that if they start a business, they're just going to have to be serious all the time, and it's just going to be kind of draining. And what would you say about that misperception that they're being a business owner is not creative?
Oh, that's funny because yeah, it's a really common misperception. You're right that that's just sort of a bifurcation that happens. I'm wonderfully alive and fully present when I'm creating, and then there's this thing I have to just turn off my creativity and go do this very hard and annoying and boring thing called build a business, or basically get my work out there, find clients to buy stuff, find a way to connect with people so I can get more gigs, whatever the creative outlet is. And it is a misperception that means that everything is harder. The world getting the value of your thing is very hard because you're standing in the way of that. The artist is standing, or the creative is standing in the way of that. And then, and there's a resentment energy there too, right? Like, and that the creative then has to work that much harder to attract. So we creatives tend to kind of move into this, we call it dancing monkey, like where they just are trying to impress with their work, which is again a resentment developer. Why should I have to impress? My work should speak for itself, or my creativity. So we like to just get it that the whole right brain, left brain, creative, not creative, is a fallacy. Perspective is a fallacy. That scientists have proven that the brains are merged, that there isn't like one part that's creative and then one part that is analytical only. They talk to each other quite a bit, as it turns out. And that is something we want to start nursing and nurturing the creative to get, is that when they understand that it's the same, that it is just a different set of tools. You have tools, Alex, to help you sing and to help you, or even in Instagram, which you're such an expert at, which you got to be an expert at because you utilized your creative side to become very good in this really business arena, to allow you to sort of share and all of that. When you got it, that was a tool for creativity, it's a very good example. That's the same as a business. When you understand that selling is an art and there are tools within, that conversation of sales, or when you understand that marketing has a whole set of tools for you, and that it's a vehicle to drive your baby, piece of art over into the world where the world can get it, well, then it becomes a collaborative conversation where the resistance and the resentment just disappears. So that's what we want, is for an artist to begin, or a creative to begin, to understand, look, this is an expander for you. It is not a roadblock for you.
Yeah, that last sentence is really useful, the expander. I think you just described it really well about how we are all integrated and all those parts can be utilized together. And therefore it's not, I'm shutting this off and I'm doing this thing now.
No. And in fact, wait, maybe if I collaborated with this other tool, like, I now have, I don't know, a piano that I can play scales with, which will help me sing. I don't need to just do them on a guitar. I can hear so many more chords when I can play a piano instead of a guitar only. All the notes, I can hear all the notes. That's very helpful. Same thing, when we understand all the aspects of a business that can leverage our creativity, that can lift it, then we can't wait to start working on it, and can't wait to start, pouring our product or our output, or protecting our product or output in the very caring and capable hands of a business. So that's the attitude we're trying to foster, that we want creatives to really understand, is, look, this is a way to expand not only your impact in the world, but your enjoyment, your creative expression. It's just a collaborating tool for you. So let's find a way to collaborate with what it has for you. Let's learn what it has for you, because most creatives are like so afraid that it'll be boring and that they will have to stop and do something horrible, that they don't learn at all what's in that box. And when they start to open up, they realize it's not a Pandora's box. It's a brilliant treasure trove.
Yes, definitely. It was an experience for me. So we were just talking about how for my business, I have a couple different businesses. I really have figured out how to utilize and integrate my creativity, and it has actually made it way more fun for me. At first it was kind of like, okay, I have to work in the business now, but really once you bring that all in,